Here's the topic that we'll be demonstrating in detail throughout this presentation. These are the members of our group who involved in doing this research. When discussing on this topic, we have to focus on two aspects. They are encapsulation and information hiding. While encapsulation refers to a mechanism of wrapping up data and methods together to form a single entity called class, information hiding refers to the way of controlling access to the members of a class. And here we have given the definition of data hiding. These are the languages that we'll be taking into consideration, that is, data hiding techniques used in these languages will be discussed in detail. Scheme is considered to be a pure functional programming language. It does not use a kind of encapsulation to hide its data. Instead, it uses functions in achieving the goal of data hiding. C# is one of the languages which provides information hiding by using the class as its basic unit of encapsulation. Microsoft describes C# as a simple, modern, object-oriented and type-safe programming language derived from C and C++. When controlling access to the members of the class, C# specifies access modifiers inline as part of the member definition, just like Java codes instead of in a block like C++. The modifiers public and private have the exact same meanings in all three languages. However, protected access in Java is called protected internal in C# and package access in Java is called internal in C#. C#'s protected modifier gives access to any subclass even if it is not in the same program. And an important thing to remember is private is the default for C#. Ruby supports three types of access specifiers. They are public, protected, and private. In Ruby, members of a class can be public or private. Public is its default behavior. Classes are dynamic, that implies members can be added at any time. Methods of a class can be removed at any time. In Ruby, public access specifier implies that the member following the keyword public is visible everywhere in the program. And protected access specifier implies that the member following the keyword protected is visible in the defining class and its subclasses. Moreover, private methods aren't allowed to be called with an explicit receiver. The primary structure used for encapsulation in Ada is called a package. Packages are used to group data and subprograms. Packages can be hierarchical, allowing a structured and extensible relationship for data and code. All the standards libraries are defined within packages. Package definition usually consists of two parts. They are package specification and package body. The package specification declares all the private and public components of a package, including data types, constants and functions and procedures. Ada's notion of private is actually closer to the C++ or Java notion of protected. Most package specifications require corresponding package body. The expectation is a package defining only constants. Package bodies contain the implementation of all the procedures, functions, protected types and task types defined in a package specification. Package bodies can also declare and define data types, variables, constants, functions and procedures not declared in the package specification. Anything declared in a package body is visible only to functions, procedures, protected types and task types defined in the same package body. Variables and constants declared in a package body corresponds to private members of C++ or Java classes. Java provides four types of access specifiers to provide access controlling, or in other words, data hiding. They are public, protected, private and friendly. When used, the Java access specifiers public, protected and private are placed in front of each definition for each member in your class, whether it's a field or a method. Each access specifier controls the access for only that particular definition. This is a distinction contrast to C++ in which the access specifier controls all the definitions following it until another access specifier comes along. In Java, public access is also known as interface access. It means that the member declaration that immediately follows public is available to everyone, in particular to the client programmer who uses the library. And also, private keyword means that no one can access that member except the class that contains that member inside methods of that class. Other classes in the same package control access private members, so it's as if you are even insulating the class against yourself. Furthermore, protected access is known as inheritance access. The protected keyword deals with a concept called inheritance, which takes an existing class, which we refer to as the base class, and adds new members to that class without touching the existing class. Smalltalk is the first object-oriented programming language. The idea behind information hiding is that users of an object need not have access to either the representation or the implementation of the operation. In Smalltalk, objects provide two views of themselves, one to provide potential users or clients of the object, another to implementers of the object. Class is the encapsulation device in C++. Two labels in C++ information hiding that determines the visibility of class members are public and private. A member that is private may be accessed by any method in its class. Data members are declared as private, thus restricting access to the internal details of the class. Methods intended for general use are made public. PHP, which stands for Personal Home Pages, is one of the scripting languages that provides information hiding through encapsulation. There are three levels of access specifiers in PHP. They are public, private, and protected. The public access specifier, which is similar to any other language, provides the highest level of visibility, and private access specifier gives the lowest level of visibility. Prolog, which is a general-purpose logic programming language, has no standardized module mechanism implemented. That means data type encapsulation and information hiding are not supported. A second-generation programming language, which is known as Fortran, which supports information sharing rather than information hiding. Information sharing is achieved through common blocks. And basically, Fortran doesn't support information hiding, but it hides data to a certain level through the use of functions. Now we have come to the end of our presentation. Thank you for joining us. We will be really appreciating you if you leave us a comment on what we have done so far. Thank you.